Everyone, and welcome back to the Nook project. Unfortunately, today.
Unfortunately, we found a film that we didn't have to pay for, which
Actually, we did because it's Prime, but
Yeah,
we didn't buy the DVD or go to the
fair,
cinema.
everyone's getting the money from Prime. Technically, we didn't have to pay for it, and it was free. So look at it as a positive.
Yeah.
Not counting this to anybody's fucking go. To be honest.
I knew this was going to be bad, but
Even I think, what the fuck was that?
yeah. I'm your host as ever, Peppermint. If you couldn't tell, I'm not happy after seeing through this film. I'm joined, as ever, unfortunately this time. Again, there's a lot of unfortunately's this time. Actually, no, not unfortunately, because I didn't have to suffer alone. I'm joined once again by my wife, the Obsidian, that's Pale ASMR, and a cat who fell asleep throughout the entire thing.
So,
I nearly fell asleep as well, but then again, I slept all day yesterday. I've been up since 11 PM last night. It is currently basically 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
we're trying to reset.
I literally got out of bed and I woke up. We were in bed, we watched this, I nearly fell asleep. I got out of bed and immediately I was like, oh yeah, I have a life and I haven't just wasted an hour and 40 minutes of it watching this shit. Anyway,
I won't lie, I kind of wish I could get my mouth shut.
yeah, but you're about to hear a Borderlands super fan go off on about how shit this film is. Because my god, the discrepancies and the inaccuracies.
I haven't played. I've only played a little bit of the game where you tried to get.
You've played a little bit of the second one, but this was before we got you to play things like Call of Duty.
When you played stuff on your own. See, I've been in the same room, so I've seen a little bit of it, and I've heard a little bit of it.
And there's also a playthrough of the first one. The main game's finished, but the second one's all done, the good game. Going on at the minute, so you can catch those on the channel.
Before he gets inside, I know you have a.
I have some very choice words about this film.
You can off the game. Really have that much knowledge.
What I'm going to do first, I'm going to go into the things that have annoyed me the most, and then we'll go into the actual filmmaking side of this. But you say your bit, I'll then say about the discrepancies and what I hate that they changed, and the things they did with some of the characters, and then we'll go to the actual filmmaking. This is going to be a long one. We haven't done a long one in a while. Usually they've been about 15-20 minutes. This could go to easily half an hour with the amount of things that I have to talk about. So, we'll go on to Amelia's short list of thoughts before we go off on me getting very angry at this fucking film. But go on, please.
So first off, I know you're never gonna see this movie. What the fuck was that? Like, what fucking acting was that? Like, you've been in Freaky Friday, you've been in so much, you've been in Halloween, and you've done so much better.
But okay, you list
Loved the games. Like, what the fuck, Jamie?
you list Freaky Friday before Halloween, which basically made her career.
Friday, like, what the fuck you doing, girl? I thought you were gonna carry this shit.
I mean, babe, get that back, but holy shit, dude, was it worth it?
The robot carried it for a while until he bored me.
Claptrap, yeah, Claptrap is that is why people hate him. He's in every game, he's fun and quirky for the first 5 minutes, and then he gets on your fucking tits and he's not funny anymore.
Star in Mario, you know, just fucking off his rocker or something.
He makes me ashamed to have a figure of him.
And Kevin Hart, stop joking about your size.
The first joke in the film is about him being small.
We get it, you're short.
We get it, you're small, get better jokes and you'll actually be funny. Oh my god. Anything else? Anything else you want to add before I go off on a tangent? Where I'm just gonna yell at... Goldilocks and the Three Bears, Death and Porridge? No, that was better than this film, I'm sorry. At least there was some, like...
Shit job. You generally did not give a fuck.
We've
you lost 80 mil.
We've just watched this for, yeah, you lost a lot of money. And then like I think within a month this was on streaming platforms to rent or buy, and now you can just watch it on Prime. This film hasn't been out for a year. This film came out in like November, I think, of last year. Possibly, no, it was earlier. It might have been out. Yeah, Borderlands has always been colourful, but this is what? When did it get released? It was last year. We can confirm that. 9th of August 2024. This film isn't a year old and you can already watch it for free. Oh my god. Where can I even fucking begin? First off, why the fuck is everyone so old? And why do they not look anything like their characters?
Every time we say fuck.
Yeah. Grab a drink every time someone says the word special in this film. You will be pissed. Yeah, first off, why is everyone so fucking old and doesn't look anything like their character? As I said to you repeatedly, most of the characters are fairly young, 20s, 30s, and latest. Tannis and Lilith are about the same age in the games. But Lilith...
Oh, don't worry guys, you kept me in the loop.
I kept you in the loop. I'm a Borderlands super fan. Yeah, that's how you know I'm a fan of the film, is where I'm going to stop the film and tell you.
It made me hate the film because then it wasn't...
You were asking me questions and I was going, this has nothing to do with the games.
One time we saw that last Facebook. That was the
Yes.
and they missed out one really big scene and I was so pissed off with that.
Yeah. That was like... We didn't review that. That was before we did reviews back in the day. Feels like we've been doing these forever. I feel old. But oh god, yeah, that. Oh. Yeah, imagine that. Except the entire film is that scene missing from the film. This whole thing, there's like a few moments of like, oh yeah, that's cool. That's a thing from the game. Like, oh, Marcus dropping off Lilith and Firestone on the bus, and it's like, yep, that's about as far as it goes fan service. So yeah, Tannis and Lilith are about the same age in the game, but in this film it's Jamie Lee Curtis, I don't know how old she is, and Cate Blanchett. Cate Blanchett, I'm gonna get the ages now because I'm gonna be that picky, is 55. Jamie Lee Curtis is 66. Knows Lilith's mother. Lilith is, let's say, 55, and Jamie Lee Curtis is 66. So in this flashback, where they give Tannis brown hair like she does in the games, she's technically gonna be around 11 years old. Oh fuck, dude, what the hell? And yeah, Roland, the big 6-foot deadpan serious fucking, like the only character in the games who actually is like dead serious. He cracks like no jokes. And then stop distracting me with different like cats getting turned into different animals. What the fuck? Like, Roland has been turned into a joke. Oh, this whole film's a joke. Claptrap, unfortunately, exists. Just like the games, as we mentioned, he's fun for like 5 minutes. And then he gets on your tits. And he's literally there to make poop jokes and dick jokes. PG-12, by the way. This was directed by Eli Roth, who did Hostel. There is not a drop of blood in this film.
That really annoyed me because every time they would shoot it, just like, you know,
yeah,
whatever.
There was no blood sprays or anything because they sacrificed an R rating to market it to kids, but then the kids didn't watch the film, and because it was rated 12 and the cast was shit, They prioritised markable names like Jack Black, Kevin Hart, Jamie Lee Curtis.
I said to you, it was Scream, wasn't it? Like, it's like
Yeah.
just gonna make a point, but
There is a point you will probably remember soon. But anyway, rather than casting people they actually give that actually look the part, they just cast people they knew that would like sell tickets. Like obviously Jack Black, not so much anymore. There was a point where Jack Black was in films that were actually good. He made a good few, like School of Rock. He was in King Kong, which we are yet to cover. Some other stuff that's completely slipped my mind. There was a point where he was a good actor. He's going to be in the Minecraft movie. Oh boy, I can't wait for that. At least he seems semi-self-aware that it's going to be shit. But like, yeah. So I don't know where I was going. They turned Tiny Tina into this fucking irritable little brat. She's annoying in the games, but in a fun-ish way. Like, cool. Like, she's mental in the games, but in this she's just like a sassy teenager. Like, great. I love just an annoying little shit character. Krieg is okay. He doesn't say as much mental shit as he does in the game. Moxie being played by Gina Gershon, I have no idea. 62.
For me, there was a lot of boobage on the show.
There is a lot of tits in this game. Even Jamie Lee Curtis basically had her tits out. This is PG-12 anyway, but yeah, Moxie is like the character, like the sex appeal. She's what's the word? She's a character that's deliberately designed that way. It's like self-aware that this is a character that's for sex appeal. Like half of her lines, as I said to you, are innuendos. But man, why do they use such an old cast? And I just don't get it. So you got Atlas as well, the fucking main bad guy. His fucking line delivery was just terrible. Like all of it was just shit, man. It's just wow, it was just. Oh, just the discrepancies. Like they wanted to sort of make a film based on the game. Except it was so fucking predictable if you played the game. Like, obviously, Lilith isn't aware she's a siren until the end of the film. Then she starts, like, doing all of this siren-y shit, and everyone's like, oh, it's Tiny Tina, this mutant clone creature made from ancient alien DNA, who didn't ever know her parents, but in the games they are tragically murdered right in front of her. What the fuck? Just... There's gonna be a lot of moments where I just need to grunt and let out a big, like, fucking, like, sigh. Bear with me. What the fuck? Oh yeah, I'm just reading through Wikipedia. There's a fucking moment in the... Just a random side tangent. We're gonna kind of move on a little bit. I will try and keep this as short as possible because I'm just going to get more and more angry. Basically, there's a shot where they lift the drain pipe over. It's used in a lot of the marketing. There's a fucking crew member, dude. I pointed that out to you. It's not a member of the Vault Hunters, if you can even call them that. Half of them are missing from the fucking film anyway. But yeah, there's a dude in a COVID mask who helps them lift the drain pipe. Can I just say, Sanctuary is fucking ugly. It's unnecessarily big. It's barely a town in the game, but it's like this giant super city. It's it's all like cyberpunky. They've got these weird like holographic masks. I don't know who fucking thought this. Eli Roth wrote this. Craig Mazin, who I think did Chernobyl. He did Chernobyl and The Last of Us TV series. But he fucking like part wrote this and then removed his name from the project.
I'm gonna say I'm disappointed because from someone who's never played the games, if I would have watched this,
It would have put you off, I think.
And I knew there was I probably wouldn't have known about the game, to be real, because I don't go into that much research. But if I would have known about the games, I wouldn't go into it. That's how bad of a job they have done. That they are putting new people on. Good game.
Yeah. The games are like so good, except for the first one of them. I will die on the hill that the first one I fucking hate. But this is not a way of trying to introduce a new audience to like a long-running franchise. May I add, there's getting a fourth one this year that I'm looking forward to. It's just the build-up I was quite excited for. I was like, Borderlands film, sweet, this could be good. Directed by Eli Roth, notorious for his bloody and gory horror films. I was like, holy shit, we might have something. And then the cast got announced. Like, I was like, Kate Blanchett as Lilith. I was like, it could work. I think, if I remember correctly, don't quote me on this, she's the only one that played the games beforehand. Which is fucking noticeable by how little people fucking care. PG-13 fucking film, by the way, sorry. Kate Blanchett, yeah, okay. Kevin Hart as Roland, I was like, this film's gonna suck. Jack Black as Claptrap, I thought, okay, that could work. When the cast first got announced, I thought it was a joke. It would have been so on brand with Borderlands to make a fake cast for their film. I was like, don't care about everyone else. I was like, Florian Montano. I was like, never heard of him. But then he's built like a brick shithouse, and I was like, okay, this could work. I was like, okay, he's good. That's a good cast. Moxie, Gina Gershon, no. Jamie Lee Curtis as Tannis. I was like, okay, sure. Fucking Benjamin Byron Davis as Marcus is probably the best fucking casting this film had. He nails fucking Marcus. His whole like fucking like attitude, his like body manner, his mannerisms, his voice, fantastic. It's just a shame that everything else is just fucking terrible. The CGI in this film is fucking dreadful. Like it's so unbelievably fake. Like there's all these cars crashing. You could have had a really good like practical like vehicle stunt all over the place, but instead it's this ugly, cheap, glossy CGI like car pile up. There's awful green screening most of the time. There's a background that isn't natural looking, quote unquote. It's all fucking green screen, blue screen, whatever it is. Everything about this film does not look natural. You cannot get yourself immersed into this. There's not one point I thought, yeah, this would fit in the Borderlands series. It's not got the humour, half of the cast are missing, like all the characters from the game, like most characters from the games. Like, they completely missed Mordecai and Brick. Brick's role is basically taken by Krieg. Is that Brick basically looks after Tina, they're like best friends. For those who, for some reason, aren't familiar, like yourself, which is a good person to have here. Brick, Mordecai, Roland, and Lilith are the original 4 Vault Hunters. They all know each other, kind of, but they don't. But yeah, Mordecai and Brick, nowhere to be seen. Spencer, Scooter, I just read Spencer is one of the actors in this somewhere, I think. Scooter and Ellie show up right at the end of the film for like 2 seconds. Jacob, what was his name? Wainwright Jacobs and Hammerlock and Jacobs were cut from the film, dude. Those two characters are fucking good. It's just, oh man, why? Just why? You had so much fucking like potential to make this such a good film. You put Eli Roth as your director, and you sacrificed. Even if the plot was the same a little bit, they had to change some things. If they put the gore in, at least there was some gore. But instead, it's just no blood. You've got Creed with a buzz axe, which is just an axe with a mechanical saw blade attached to it. He doesn't even cut anyone with it. He uses it like a club. It's just, oh, fucking, oh man. If it wasn't Eli Roth, I would give less of a shit, you know? The man is famous for his gory horror films, like Thanksgiving most recently, which is pretty fucked. It's just, if you were going to make your film PG-13 and pick a PG-13 director, don't make it about Borderlands, because Borderlands is not designed for family friendly. Like, Jesus Christ. And so many piss and shit jokes in this film. I'm so mentally drained from this shit, you know? Like, it's actually, like, killed me inside to have sat through that. I'm so glad I didn't watch it at the cinema. I'm so glad I didn't get it on DVD, and I'm not getting it on DVD. That is your question.
My question is no.
The answer is no. I'm glad we had Prime and they made it like free to watch with Prime. Without ads as well. That's what was worse. Usually we get ads like one halfway through. But we had one at the start and that was it.
I think it's like you're gonna suffer.
Prime is like, we'll like waive the advertising on this film and just fucking let you suffer for it. Because at least if there was a fucking ad, I would have had some entertainment. There was a couple of jokes where I like slightly exhaled air from my nose, but other than that, it was just a bit like, man, where is like any? There was no meat to the film. It was just like, the film happened, and I will pretend it didn't. It will live on this channel as a review. We will pretend this $80 million garbage. No. What was the budget? 110 to 120 million. This $80 to $90 million fucking box office disaster can rot in hell on this channel. And for a first, possibly, I can't remember, we've done over 100 of these things. I want to wrap this up because it's now just draining me and I'm so sick of talking about this film. It's had more attention than it needs to. There is not going to be a best kill. Nobody gets it. Atlas doesn't even die on screen. He gets dragged off by this tentacle monster. There isn't even the Destroyer, by the way, from the game, which is a tentacle monster. They could have had the Destroyer do it from the first game. Nope, they just had some black tentacles drag him into the abyss. He doesn't even die because you hear him screaming as he pulled in. Everyone else is just shot with like BB gun bullets. There's not even any blood, or they fall into like a bottomless pit, or they just like have an explosion. I mean, Nox gets disintegrated, but it's just like she randomly decides, hey, I'm gonna be a good guy now, and then it's like dead. Oh, that was worth it. And then Kevin Hart is like distraught for like 2 seconds over her death, but it's still like, why do you care about this woman? She was out to kill you. And within 2 seconds she was just like, I was wrong, and then dead. And then he's like, what? It's like you cut out the bit where you meant to care about this woman. And the worst kill, I can guarantee you this is gonna be a first, is literally every single fucking kill in this film. Without failure. Everyone who dies fucking get the worst kill award. Congratulations, Borderlands. How the fuck did you fuck this up as bad as you did? No, best kill can go to the hour and 40 minutes we spent watching this. Because you killed the time, and it wasted it, and I felt like I shouldn't have watched it. But, yeah. Whoever thought this was a good idea, you need to be fired from the executive board, like, immediately. Because, good grief, man, how can you fuck this up so bad? The plot of Borderlands isn't even that fucking complicated. It's just, there's a mysterious vault, supposedly full of treasure. All these people are trying to rush to find it and steal what's inside of it. There you go. But along the way, there are bad guys and good guys, and yada yada yada. Pretty simple. It's not fucking hard. But then you had to be like, oh well, we've got this little girl from the game. We're gonna make her out as the special one. And then you got Lilith, who's not a siren until the plot needs her to be at the end of the film. What? And it's, oh fucking hell, dude. And they try to add these little emotional beats between the characters, but they're totally undeserved. Like, they try to add this emotion. Oh, dude. It's like this was for Eli Roth's first film he's ever made, you know? It's... My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. I had to say it. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm just getting sad now. The anger has left, and now I'm just sad. Is there anything else you want to add? No. God, we need to watch a good film. I've got a short film that I'm gonna review once I finish this. Once I finish the recording, but oh god, dude. Just we need a film that was. What did we watch last? What was your pick? Zootopia, that weren't bad. That was good. We've got to balance out the good with the bad, you know. Keep things interesting. Have the occasional review where we just get angry at a film. But one last thing, I know you sort of answered it before. You weren't familiar with the games, but what was your sort of general thoughts at, like, say you had, like, you have a minute amount of knowledge of the games anyway, but ignoring that, what would you have thought of it as a whole, as a film?
It's shit.
It's just shit. It was a shit Borderlands film, and it was just not a good film as a whole. You just pandered too much to an audience that didn't want to watch your film. And as a result, you isolated the audience that actually would have watched the film and enjoyed it if you had. I have a headache as well. That film hurt. It's literally made us unwell. I was gonna fall asleep. But yeah, thank God I'm wrapping this up now. Because I'm mentally drained from this shit. I've been your host, as ever, unfortunately today. Pavmanate, joined once again by the Obsidian Nook / Petal ASMR, whose links you can find in the description down below, who's definitely wishing she didn't fucking watch this film with me. And we will, fucking hell, hopefully, well, we will see you. Hopefully we'll see you for a better film next time. Bye.